Hi, this here, viewers of Equinoxe television, 6 p.m. by 2 o'clock, and thank you so much for joining us on this edition of the news. We begin right away with our magistrates. Exactly 2 years after over 9 kids were killed in a primary school in Kumba, one of the kids who survived the incident has died. The 12-year-old boy did not die from bullet wounds. What killed little James Gordon? We'll be telling you more in this edition of the news. And in this newscast also we'll be taking you to the Mamfe Diocese of the Southwest region, where a Thanksgiving Mass has been said in honor of those who were kidnapped and finally released. Those are our major stories. Welcome back, viewers. We just told you on the headlines that exactly 2 years after some kids were killed in a primary school in Fiango in Kumba in the southwest region of the country by some gunmen, one of the children who survived that incident has finally died, and Gordon James, that's the name of the 12-year-old killed, did not die of the bullet wounds. He is said to have dropped dead as he returned from a friend's compound. Our reporter Smart Njikan Gabriel tells us more.
It sounds unreal but true. 12 years old Gordon James, who was shot in the stomach on October 24, 2020 at the Mother Francisca School in Fiango, Kumba, Meme Division of the Southwest region, finally joined the other 7 children who were killed 2 years after.
That very Monday on 24th, bingo stand.
According to Gordon's parents, on Monday, October 24, 2022, their son pleaded they should visit his friend who was absent in church on Sunday, October 23rd, and pray for him.
The girl one pikin wait there for their children class department in Sunday school. That pikin no be come church on Sunday. He told me, "Mommy, may we go pray for that pikin for my holy."
On their way back home, James hit his leg and fell on the ground, hurting his staged stomach.
He was coming from Three Corner. The accident, something happened. He fell, and the moment he fell, he hit his stomach. Because this place has some stitches here. Then that's the.
The what we hear, we say the sound like person who is struck in foot. If for him.
James died on the spot.
Didn't it cut the tongue, bleeding? He no make no noise. He no shout, no cry.
According to his parents, what happened to their son that fateful day was destined by God.
God didn't come now for God the program. Now God bring me. And he get a mission where he come for people they well.
They believe their son has accomplished his mission on earth.
He fulfilled that mission. That very day, I'm going back to a papa. We bring.
James will be missed for possessing these qualities.
But he love people, he love entitled people, and he love honesty. He want people to, when they are working with him, he like to teach. If you have something, he like to impart those things that he have to others. He likes to say, I would like to be an engineer, because if you go around the house, you see there's a lot of things that he carries along. He likes doing those experiments.
All they can do is pray for the soul of their beloved son, Gordon James, to repose in the bosom of their Lord, Jesus Christ.
Full of
Sad story there, Innocent as reporting. And now we take you to the southwest region, or to Mamfe in the southwest region still, where a few days after the release of Christians and those who were kidnapped by some persons in the Mamfe Diocese, a Thanksgiving Mass has been said. And during that Thanksgiving Mass, the Bishop of the Mamfe Diocese, His Lordship Aloysius Fundong, called on the Christians present to continue praying for peace to reign in Mamfe and in the entire country. Let's now have more with our reporter Smart Njikan Gabriel.
It was with songs of praise that Christians of the Catholic Church in Mamfe welcomed those kidnapped in Chang village last September 16 and released Sunday, October 16, 2022. The Thanksgiving Mass that was celebrated by Bishop Aloysius Fondong Abangalo was an opportunity for the bishop to seek the face of God once again to intervene in the crisis going on in the Anglophone regions, while calling on his Christians to be more steadfast. In the course of the Thanksgiving Mass, all 9 who were kidnapped were officially presented to the Christians. The spokesperson for the 9 kidnapped, Reverend Father Cornelius Jingwa, recounted how it all happened. I was privileged to be the first to be arrested. They stood across the road and told me to come back. I asked what for. I didn't know they were the people until they removed some long guns. I wanted to run inside, but then they warned me that if I had to move, I will be killed. So as I stood, they came and met me. I was given a hot slap for responding to them. After picking up Reverend Father Cornelius Jingwa, they later met with the other fathers and church workers that they arrested. The 9 were well tortured later. As we were going, they stopped over at the place and gave us snake beatings. I will take this opportunity to thank God for his love for us.
At the time, we did not have Maria too, because even though we don't have God,
for now, it is not yet known if Bishop Aloysius Fondong Abangalo will revoke the decision of the church not going to Chang village when the church was burned down.
And security forces have arrested some 4 suspects who have been specialized in pickpocketing. The operation was carried out by the head of crimes and investigations at the judicial police here in Bonanjo. Our reporter Smart Jikan Gabriel once again completes the story.
Esplanade of the judicial police station in Bonanjo, 4 suspected thieves shown to the public. According to the head of the crimes and investigation unit at the judicial police station, the 4 who were arrested have been causing havoc in neighborhoods like Bonanjo, Bonaprizo, Deido, and New Bell.
We had many complaints of cases of theft. After that, we made some investigation that led us to arrest a criminal group composed of 4 individuals, which will be sent to the prosecutor of the High Court of Douala. These cases of theft were done in many quarters of Douala.
The investigation team also presented some items that the 4 alleged bandits had stolen from their victims, with one of the bags already identified by its owner but empty. Security forces say they are still in search of 2 other members of the group who managed to escape, but after their presentation, a terrible scenario happened. Reason for the fight was because one was frustrated, claiming that his friend sold them. The 4 suspects were later transferred to court for justice to take its course.
And now we take you to the farthest region of the country, still talking about insecurity. Inhabitants of Toburu have staged a protest demonstration in front of the DO's office, asking for security to be reinforced in that area. This was after 2 vigilante group members were killed reportedly by Boko Haram militants. Let's now have more with Immaculate.
They were forced to escape from their villages, abandoning their properties and cultivated farmlands due to rising insecurity. But while here in Tuburu, being secured is still far-fetched. Tired of being victims of violence, kidnappings and killings, the furious inhabitants decided to storm the DO's office to express their discontentment. While in the village, we are not secured. Even when we want to go to the farm, we carry security officers along and we equally have to pay them. So, we fled from our villages to come here in Tuburu, but nothing positive. Our lives are still at risk. The furious inhabitants say government's nonchalant attitude towards their plight is what is piecing them up.
Qui n'ont rien, qui ne sont même pas menus.
The government is so relaxed about what is happening to us. Those who are putting lots of effort is the vigilante committee. They have struggled to combat some of the terrorists with their sticks and machetes. But the military has spent time sleeping while these people continue to die.
Jusqu'à le comité de vigilance se bat avec son bâton, on tire sur lui jusqu'à...
This outburst comes after 2 vigilante members were shot dead last night with 2 others kidnapped in Mayumbi by Boko Haram fighters. The population are urging the government to reinforce security in the area.
And now, after the bus belonging to a transport agency in Bamenda was set ablaze, the management of that agency has reacted, and the manager of Boys Interurban Transport explained that the cause of the flames on one of the company's buses at the city chemist roundabout along the Food Market Road in Bamenda. That it took place at about 8 p.m. That was on Thursday, and according to the manager, Mr. Sam, 3 armed men on board a motorcycle stormed the agency's head office and pulled out the security guard who was sleeping in the bus, threatening to shoot him. He managed to run for his life. It was then that the armed men poured fuel in the 70-seater bus and lit fire. The manager also explained that the firefighters contacted could not get to the place of the incident on time because of insecurity. He confirmed no life was lost, only the bus parked at the park got burnt and no luggage was inside the affected bus. Questioned why the agency was targeted, the manager, Mr. Sam, said he doesn't know or has no idea why and who the attackers could be. And now we take you to the Mongo division, precisely in Konsamba, where some business persons in Konsamba, the Konsamba main market, are complaining or have expressed worries that their business places were sealed by the local authorities, and the authorities say it is because of construction works going on at the Konsamba main market. But they say the authorities are being manipulated, as Mala Glory tells us in the following report.
These business persons of the Konsamba main market, Mungo division of the Littoral region, are stranded following the sealing of their shops. The traders of the Mashebe market say their shops were sealed with all their business products by the senior divisional officer. The divisional officer came here last 17 and forced us out of our shops. We followed his orders thinking he will fix the situation, but yet nothing has been done. Yet we keep getting rumors that he is planning to replace us with other tenants. We don't know why. According to the authorities, the sealing is to carry out some renovative works. The traders believe the reason and the documents indicating that the sealing is being instructed by the divisional officer is fake. There is no signature, no name, but only a stamp. Let the public authorities come to our aid. We don't know what is happening and who is behind all this. The landlord on his part says he inherited the land from his uncle Sadrak Mbakam and has been in court severally for the same land issue. All I need is my inheritance. We are all here, the nephews of Pam Bakam, and these things are happening without any of them informing me of anything. Meanwhile, the lawyer following the matter condemns the fact that the traders were sent out without warning. They went too far by sealing their shops. They were supposed to give them every information as to the kind of construction project. The end of year festivity is fast approaching, a booming period for most business persons, but unfortunately it will be a great loss for these traders who are yet to have their shops opened.
And now over to the central region, precisely in Bangasina, where the local populations complain that they live in very deplorable conditions. Most of the roads leading to Bangasina are said to be in very bad state and have been bad for a very long time. Our reporter Lucille Liengu said also that the people are also complaining that the bad state of roads are affecting their daily lives as well as their business activities negatively.
Network is a major concern of the inhabitants of Mvutu, Bangasina in the central region. Despite its production of cocoa and exploitation of timber, the population say they are living under awful conditions. It is always said that the roads of Bangasina have been constructed already. But just look at me as a chief of the village. Look at how I am. This is extremely bad. I mean, it is extremely bad. We are suffering in Bangasina. We don't have roads. A distance of 35 kilometers that used to cost 4,000 francs is now at 10,000 francs due to the poor state of the road. Business persons say this is hindering their business as they find it difficult to transport their goods. With the construction of the Bangasina Bridge over River Sanaga, they thought the construction of the road will immediately follow. According to the residents, it is 9 years since the bridge was completed, but nothing has been done so far. The population of Bangasina are calling on the authorities concerned to look into their plight.
And now we talk economy. Measures have been put in place to ensure efficiency at the container terminal of the Douala Seaport, and the authorities say the problem of limited tractors will soonest be resolved. As staffman for me, Armstrong Sanda has the rest of that story.
Considered as the main economic gateway into Cameroon and the greater part of the Smack sub-region, the Douala Seaport and its container terminal had, among other challenges, insufficient number of ship loaders and tractors. With an estimated charge of over 300,000 containers a year, the container terminal had just 15 tractors, whereas important at the strategic segment of the Douala Bonaberi autonomous seaport. Management says the container terminal functioned below capacity in the hands of the former managing enterprise, the Douala International Terminal of the Bolore Group. These as a result of worn-out equipment and the dilapidated nature of the container pool, a situation that left a direct impact on the docking, loading and unloading of vessels at the seaport. Following the expiration of the contract with the Bolore Group in 2019, the container terminal was retaken by the government of Cameroon and placed under the management of a delegated management authority. Since its coming into full force, the Delegated Management Authority has transformed the container terminal, receiving tractors and direct feed ship loaders for ship loading and unloading. In 2020, the Delegated Management Authority paid in over 15 billion francs CFA into the coffers of the Douala Port Authority, as opposed to some 4.3 billion francs CFA paid in by the former managing enterprise, the Douala International Terminal of the Bolore Group, in 2019.
Thank you for that report. It brings us to the end of the news this evening on Equinoxe Television. Thank you, viewers, for always being there. Have a blessed weekend. The company of programs on Equinoxe Television. Bye-bye for now.